Professor Michael Flynn. In this video, I would like to demonstrate the final Android project application and which I have developed an app namely I20 Rocket. The main idea of this app is to help students who are applying for master's degree program in the United States. This app will provide the details of the universities according to the individual score and GPA. It also consists of step-by-step process to apply for the master's in the United States. At first, we will look into the features of the app. Later on, we'll move on to the code. We'll run the app using my device, my mobile. As it takes some time to build it, so in meanwhile I can explain the features of my app. So once you install the application, it just asks to register by using your username and the password, and we need to confirm the password. Then once you are successfully registered, it will redirect to the home page. In the navigation bar, you can see many sections like MS in US overview, then application process, then visa guidelines steps, financial support, then profile evaluation tool, in which the user can just enter the score like GRE, TOEFL, IELTS and the GPA, and if any experience is there or any publications, you can just enter over there, and it will evaluate the profile of the user and then generates a list of the universities which are suitable for the user to apply depending upon the score. He can see that the universities list in his My Universities section over there. It will also supply the information regarding the documents required for the application and also documents required for the visa processing and everything. Basically, it's just a simple application which is very helpful for the students who are applying for the masters in USA. So I think it's almost ready. We'll just see. I'll just capture the screenshot so that we can see what's going on my mobile device. Okay, so now here when we install the app and open it, it will look like this. It will ask for the username, so we can just give the username. Maybe I'll go with Vinnapusa, and the password, it should be minimum 6 letters or anything not less than 6, and we need to confirm the password here as I gave here. You can just see this like this and just click on the submit button. Okay, it says that password is not matched. Okay, if you click on the submit button, it will redirect into the home page like this. Now just click on this menu so that it will show up the list, whatever the sections we have here. Just see it. So we have MS in US overview, application requirements, profile evaluation tool, university selection guide, my universities, application process, financing your education and visa process. At first, we'll look into MS in US overview. Just click it on MS in US overview, recapture it. It basically consists of all the requirements do we need to plan for the masters in USA, like the passport, how to prepare, we need to prepare for GRE and book the slot for the test and all the basic information we have here. Then if we move on to the application requirements, it's all have what are the requirements we need to have to apply in the USA universities like GRE, TOEFL, IELTS, then resume, we can see here resume and all, transcripts, letter of recommendation, statement of purpose, like all it's mentioned over here. Then you can see it here. Then you can just click on to the profile evaluation tool here it will redirect you into this one, and you need to enter the total score. For example, I'll enter some like random score, 800 or something. Then GRE verbal, I'll enter 155. You can see it here. Then quants 2, I'll enter 155, and I'll go with the IELTS. You can see here. And hour, I'll just say my hour is 4. You can see here. Then I'll click on capture it. I'll just click on this evaluate my profile. Okay, so you can see that here when I recapture it. It pops up a message called like successfully evaluated, so you can check the universities in the my university list. I'll just click it on OK. You can just recapture and just click on my universities over here. So here in this you can see the list of the universities you are eligible for. It says that University of St. John's University, Maryland, Baltimore, Northeastern University, Frostburg State University. So the user is eligible to apply for all these universities over here. Then here you can move on to the application process, in which it says how to apply. First you need to carefully fill the online application. All the documents should be uploaded. Then test score should be sent to the universities and all these things. And in the financing and education section, it also says about the student loans and what do you mean by solvency certificate, like what documents needed from the sponsor and all. It will discuss these things. Next, in the visa process guide, we can recapture the screen. So it basically discusses about after getting your I20, what are the steps you need to take to book the slot, for the visa appointment. Then for the visa appointment, or the documents required like I20, password, visa fee receipt, service fee receipt, and all the documents which are required during the visa interview. This is all mentioned over here. This is the basic thing. And you can upload the profile pic. I'll show it here by clicking on this. You can just upload the pic from gallery, or you can just by using the camera. So at this moment I'll just use from gallery. I'll just click it on gallery. So it says that need to choose it, so gallery. So I'll just click it on just once, and I'll select a photo from here. I have selected a photo. So here it had been uploaded, this one, so I can see my profile pic. So basically this is the application regarding the features and all. Now we'll see the code. So we'll just close this one. So at first we'll look into Android manifest XML. Okay. So these are all the layouts for this one, and these are all the class files for my application. So in this Android manifest, it has all the classes which are needed. All these are mentioned over here, and here is the launcher activity. You can see over here, and we'll start with the first thing like register activity maybe. So I'll just go with the register.xml file. So it is just a frame layout for the title bar, and here using fragments, frame layout is coded over here, and this is the just register frame, and title is this here, register bar over here. I can show you the text too. So here this one is this one, and like this is linear layout on this all. Then I can move on to the main activity. I'll just move this. Or we can see the register activity. So here in this register activity, where is the register activity? Sorry, it takes some time, I think. Yes, here is a registered activity. Here basically used fragments and check with the shared preferences whether the user is registered or not. Here the shared this one shared preference, and then here the key is not set up, so it's just default. It is set up to false, as at first when the user or anyone open the app will not look at any key. So when it is set into the false statement, it will directly enter into the else condition over here. So here we used fragments. Here you see that we are used a modifier fragment. Here in this register frame is used. In the modifier fragment here all the process of registration is done, and here we are just appending the fragment over here, and in this code, in this line, we are just replacing it the ID register frame with this one, and the fragment will be added to the activity register over here. Later on when we just say that commit, or here we can see that fragment transaction commit over here. When we just press this one, it will automatically enter into the modifier fragment. We'll see the modifier fragment code. So here is the modifier fragment code. Okay, here basically we have created the objects and for DB register setting, and these are the basic things, and here we have setting the ID maps and all, and later on what we did is just initializing the shared preference over here. Then submit button is mapped here. Then it enters like a validation check, like if the user or the registrar, if he is not entering all the details, it will ask to enter the details, and it should throw a message alert if password is not matching, and the password should be greater than 6. We already know this one. If it already is, once it is successfully registered, then it will just say insert to DB, and the validation will be checked over here. Then here we can move on to register. This one, register.java. Here we did not do anything, just we have mentioned all the fields like user ID. Here you can see user ID, then just photo path and all. This is the basic thing we used here. And I forgot to say in the modifier fragment or Java, here we are passing the object into the DB insert. I forgot to mention that one. So once the registration is done, the navigation it is successfully redirects to the main activity.java. When the register or the user registers successfully, then the backend code directly redirects into the main activity.java, where you can see so many navigation buttons as explained before, these all things you can see here. Header image, if the user wants to upload a pic, then he can use camera to click, or he can from the gallery he can upload, and these are all the sections: home, MSN, US overview, application requirements, and these all are this one, resume, and this all. And here the camera functionality starts here. So here it asks the user to choose the video like from gallery or the camera over here. Then if we choose camera, then if the mobile gives permission to access the camera, it will directly enter into this condition, that is open camera. Or else if the mobile is not giving the permission, it is denying the permission, then it will enter into these settings asking the user that would you give access to camera, would you give access to storage, like that. I have specifically added this because when I did not add this one, when I run my application in the Android 6 version, the application is crashing. So I came to know that we need to access the permission of the mobile in Android 6 after this updated versions. So I just added this code. So after changing the settings, it can enter into the camera over here. Then that from gallery also we can upload it, this one. So basically this is the camera functionality over here. And later on I can show you the home fragment. This is a simple home fragment, and like it is just has economy, GRE, English and all, just this one. Then profile fragment, you already know that it consists of a set of universities which I have added manually. So according to that, it will select the universities based upon the scores. You can see the XML thing if you want. Okay, so basically this is this one. We have the academics, then test score, this all things over here. This is about test score thing. This one, text view, this linear layouts. This is the layout for this test score, and that's it over here. Then you can check finance fragment. We have just added some text over here, like whatever we want. This is a simple program. And one more thing, I just want to show the database. Yes, here is our database. So basically here is our database. I used SQLite over here, and it's just a basic database name, version, and the profile name and all this, and created the ID and object key. This is the primary things we need to do, and extended the superclass over here. Then later on we need to create it and passing the values. If is already created there, then we will update it, and we are just registering object is saved here, and here we can update it. Here we can update the database. This is basically a simple thing. And I just wanted to add a note on university fragment actually. Okay, yes, here is a save university. So basically here in this, it is just getting the university size, which should be greater than 0. As we already stated that in profile fragment, I already mentioned that I already have manually had some universities with the requirements and all. So here what it says is, if the size from here, from the profile evaluation, it will save some universities according to the user's test score and all. You can see here, if it is greater than 0, then it will show up. If it is less than 0, then it will ask the user to evaluate his or her profile. This one. Then GRE score should give, like if the user is not attending for GRE, then he should mention 00, should not leave null over here. And I think this is the basic thing about the application over here, and the code and all over here. That's it. Thank you.